Hello everyone! Today I'm showcasing off a deck called White Artifacts, White Metalcraft, White Affinity, a bunch of different names for it. I generally call it Mono White Mono White Metalcraft due to some of the plays in it. But we'll start with the basic mana base. Got these Ancient Dens, Darksteel Citadel. These are artifact lands. They up our affinity count for later plays. I'll show you the main one later on, but it also triggers our Metalcraft, which is great. So you have 4 Ancient Dens, 2 Darksteel Citadels, and 14 Plains. It is a mono-white deck, so we don't need to worry about splashing anything at all. We've got Ardent Recruiter. Our Recruiter is 1/1 for 1, that if you control 3 or more artifacts, it becomes a 3/3. So this is a great drop. This is a great drop later on. Something totally worthwhile to play. Court Homunculus, so 1/1 for 1 again, but if we control another artifact, including these Ancient Dens, it becomes a 2/2 on turn 1. So, pretty decent there. Righteous Blow lets us deal 2 damage to an attacker or a blocker. Just get something out of the way that could kill ours, or maybe push enough damage through if a blocker is declared just to destroy our board. And then we have a Thraben Inspector, which is a 1/2 for 1. Gives us a clue, which lets us draw cards in the late game. But the main point being that clue is an artifact, so that also triggers Affinity. Also lets us get our Metalcraft onward. We've got Bone Splitter, so 2+2/+0 for 1. It's equipped 1. It's a low cost artifact. It's a low cost artifact. Lets us also push a bit more damage through. I'll show you on our 2-drops later on what we mainly want to equip that to. Chromatic Star just gives us some cycling later on. Also, again, counts as an artifact, so it's great for later on for triggering Metalcraft or Affinity. Flare Husk, it comes out as a 1/1 for 1. You can chump block with the Germ token. You keep the artifact there. You get to equip it later on if you got the mana to float. Removal base, we got Journey to Nowhere, which is pretty much unconditional exiling. The only thing being is that they can get rid of the enchantment, they get the creature back, along with any enter the battlefield effects, but very unlikely to run into that. And we've got our main draw here is the 1/1 for 2 for 1 generic and 1 white for a Auroch Sunchaser. It's got Metalcraft though. It gets +2/+2, same as Ardent Recruiter, but it gains flying, and that's a huge deal. So you might be wondering, well, why would we just want to run off this? One of the best quick turnarounds you can run into is this card, Toothed Chiscoria. It's got flash, so people swinging for people don't block your creatures. You start dropping these with flash. Maybe you pay 1 mana, 2 mana. You pump up your Auroch Sunchasers. Maybe you got 2 Ancient Dens down. The rest of it's all plains. You drop 1. You got 2 Auroch Sunchasers. They're down there as 1/1s with nothing special with them. You drop 1 of these. Bam. That's now a 3/3, and you get to tap this to give it +1/+0 until end of turn, so it becomes a 4/3. Then you can drop these for free, just by having 3 mana. Easy enough play. Frogmite is it's a good cost of creature, 4 mana for a 2/2 with Affinity, so you're very unlikely to have missing artifacts at that point in the day. But let's move to the sideboard. We've got Erase to get rid of enchantments, great against Boggle decks. Fragmentize against any other artifact-based decks. Apostle's Blessing is just solid prevention from any kind of things like Lightning Bolt, any kind of targeted removal. Not great against cards that force you to sacrifice, but good enough there. Most of our deck is creatures, so Bonds of Faith is actually a pretty decent enough card. If worse comes to worse, you can't play it on your own, you can always lock down an opponent's card. Gideon's Reproach, it deals 4 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If you for some reason can't seem to get a decent enough board state, maybe they're playing too much disruption, that can at least keep back some attackers for a bit. Leonin Squire, if you can find a way to, if your opponent is causing you to discard or remove artifacts from your battlefield, you can use Leonin Squire to recover most of these back. You can't get the Frogmites or Tooth Touchy Scores, but you can get Bone Splitters, Chromatic Stars, or Flare Husk back, so that's something a little better. Nihil Spellbomb helps against any graveyard-based decks, anything that uses Delve a lot. And our last card is Gremlin. Again, is mainly against Affinity. It deals 4 damage to target artifact creature for the cost of 2 mana. Not bad. Or you can remove 4 charge counters, which doesn't ever actually happen. So that's the deck. We're gonna start. We're gonna look for a game to play quickly. Hopefully, you can find someone. All right, looks like we found someone. And yes, this deck doesn't really matter if you go first or not, but we'll just go first. So this is a pretty decent hand. We got 1 artifact land, Plains, Ardent Recruiter, Frogmite. So we're gonna keep this. So turn 1, drop Plains, drop Ardent Recruiter, and pass the turn. Forgotten Cave. Okay, this is actually where it gets a little interesting. So we can Darksteel Citadel. Pay this to get Court Homunculus. And then this is what I mean by little combat tricks like this. So we're swinging in with a 1/1. No blockers declared. We're gonna flash in Tooth the Chiscoria. He becomes a 3/3. We're gonna pump him up. And we're swinging in for 4 damage on turn 2. How about that? Pass the turn. So it looks like we might be going against Burn right now. Chain Lightning. Getting rid of the Homunculus. Of course, we can't do that. And we're going to take 3 from Lava Spike. Not the end of the world. Oh, look at that. Ancient Den. Frogmite. Auroch Sunchaser. And we'll do the same once more. And pass the turn. Ooh, Chain Lightning again. And Chain Lightning again. Oh man. Weird that they would focus on the Frogmite like that though and not try to take out the Ardent Recruiter who's pretty much been stopping their face in. So we're gonna swing in again. Another 4. Most likely they've got some kind of burn spell in hand that's going to take out Ardent this turn. But we'll see. Keldon Marauders. Alright, so we'll drop a Plains. We're going to Journey to Nowhere this. It'll leave the battlefield eventually, but I'd rather just swing in unopposed for 4. That's fine. I'll take the 1. I'll swing in once again with this. No blockers available. Let's hit 4 once more. Remove the last token from, or suspend counter from Rift Bolt, dealing the damage to Ardent Recruiter. I was waiting for that. Lava Spike to my face. Alright. So, this is unfortunately where we end up having a bit of an issue. Once we start going Hellbent, we have really no way to draw cards except for Thraben Inspector, which gives them plenty of time to draw more burn spells. Let's see, are they gonna keep it, or are they gonna shuffle it down? So they kept both. They have one spell in hand. It's probably Chain Lightning. I don't know. Fire Blast. Ooh. So we take another 4 and a Needle Drop and Keldon Marauders again. This game quickly dropped. Well, as we can get to lock this down again. But this puts us right in the Bolt territory. Is the worst part. It deals 1 damage to us. And they're gonna top deck a Bolt or something similar to that. A Lava Spike or something. Oh, Cycling Forgotten Cave. Yep. There's a Bolt. I knew it. Alright, so what do we want to do? I mean, removal is not a huge deal. We'll get rid of the Righteous Blows. Doesn't do much against anything they have anyway. Lean and Squire really doesn't help much. Leaders Approach sure definitely doesn't. We'll take Bonds of Fate, since that's we can equip the to one of our creatures and swing it a bit quicker. Really no enchantments that affect anything. I guess we'll take the Apostle's Blessing. And see how this goes. The Apostle's Blessing could at least let me protect one of my creatures, especially if I can get any of my, like the Bonds of Faith, or any of my equipment on it. Yes, I like to play first. Yeah, can't keep this one. I clicked keep instead of mulligan. Oh, jeez. Okay. Wait, let's see what we could do. Chromatic Star, turn 1. I'm able to recover this. I mean, an artifact land next turn can get me Tooth of Scorias and Frogmites down. Okay, Thraben Inspector's not bad. So we'll take Thraben. He gives us a clue. Or she, actually. Thermal Alchemist. Come on, land. Seriously. Ugh, not a land. Alright, what we can do is we could play Bone Splitter. Swing in. Are you gonna block the 1? Oh, you are going to block the one. Okay, cool. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to pump him up to a 3-2. She's going to kill your Thermal Alchemist. And you're going to be sad. Cool. And main phase 2, drop a Frogmite. Drop a Frogmite. Alright. We reestablished the board pretty easily there. Not too shabby. Not bad for a misclick early game. And that's when they just drop 3 lightning bolts. Take out everything. We'll take the damage from the Keldon Marauders. I mean, we can easily take out Keldon Marauders with... Oh, well, if I can get a single land, I can Journey to Nowhere it out of the way. And I'm pretty much swinging in on unopposed, I think. Nope, that's not a land. I can't even... Jeez, I can't even sacrifice the clue right now. So let's sacrifice Chromatic Star for white. Oh, Ancient Den. Okay. We're going to tap Ancient Den to play Journey to Nowhere. Journey to Nowhere, Keldon Marauder. So I can't Bone Splitter, but I can definitely at least swing in for 7 damage this turn. Which is not shabby. Now, what I could do is I could pump everything to 1 of my Frogmites, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it up here. The reason being that this 1 red signifies a Lightning Bolt, which he could use to sink whatever I play, or whatever I pump everything into. At least this way, if he sinks one of my Frogmites or one of my 3-bin... Yep, see, called it. So at least 1 extra point of damage gets through. So I'm swinging for 4. And that's not bad. So that's actually another reason I'm glad I didn't equip the Bone Splitter, because that Bone Splitter would have been a lightning rod for that bolt. Let's see what he's gonna do. Got another Thermal Alchemist. Does have a summoning sickness. He's holding up another bolt in hand, so once again, just have to be wary of. Let's see. I could see the problem being if I drop the Sun Chaser now, that's the target. If I drop Ardent Recruiter now, it's not as bad. I can equip 3-bin Inspector. 3-bin Inspector would be the target for the bolt. And I can swing in with hopefully Frogmite. So we're gonna do that. Ardent Recruiter. Bone Splitter on Thraben. Probably gonna... Oh, no blocks. Again, though, it's obviously bolt bait. But we're gonna pump up the 3-bin Inspector. Oh, he takes it. Alright, let's see how this goes. Well, plus being I have the clue to crack later on if need be. I've got 3 artifacts, or 4 actually, including Bone Splitter. So cracking the clue now is not as much of a loss if I'd cracked it earlier. So, Lava Spike. After pinging me with Thermo. Likely has more plays. It deals another 3 to me. Blazing Volley deals 1 damage. Okay. So everything survives still. If he's got another one, though, Frogmite and Thraben are down. I think he has another one. Yep, he's got another one. So Thraben and Frogmite are down, but he is completely open right now, which is great because I can swing in for 7 next turn. If I can chop deck Bonds of Faith, that's game. Oh no, because I'd still need a land. Right, Darksteel Citadel is not bad. Kind of. Bonds of Fate is 2 mana. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Doop. Equip you up. Move to combat. Declare attackers. And swinging in for 7. So he's got to have 2 bolts in hand. Two bolts in hand to survive at this point. Or I think Lava Spike doesn't target creature. Yeah. Lava Spike to me. If he has 3 direct damage to me, oh, that'd be terrible. Magma Jet, dealing 2 damage to me. I think I'm able to sneak this through. He's completely tapped out now. That's 4. So 4, 2, 3. Yep. That's it. Just let these all resolve in the stack. And that is game. So we'll drop a GG. And move on to the next one. Burn's a bit of a hard deck to play against, regardless of, or most decks actually have problems with Burn. Alright, good luck, have fun, you too. Alright. Oh, so we've got Ancient Den, Craven Inspector, Court Homunculus, and Flare Husk. So turn 1, Court Homunculus, turn 2, Craven Inspector, and Flare Husk, and that sets up Metalcraft and Affinity for whatever we need. Sweet. I'm gonna keep this. Not gonna misclick that one. Doop, ba-doop. Turn 1, 2, 2 on the field. Ooh, we're playing against Tron. This will be fun. So this is probably the major payoff being Ulamog's Crusher. I'm going to assume we're gonna drop a 3-man Inspector. We got Prohibit. Damn. Okay. Sets us back a little bit. And don't have enough for Affinity quite yet. So we'll just swing in for the 2. Let's go power plant. We're gonna drop another Flare Husk, see what he does. He allows it, cool. And now I drop a free Frogmite. He can't kick a Prohibit right now. And we'll swing in for 3. Let's see if he's got turn 3 Natural Tron. Or actually, no, turn 4. I just realized Thornwood falls. Forbidden Alchemy. Rasa, exclude. Ooh, and Mark Pool Island. Another Thornwood Falls. Drop that. Oh. Alright, you don't allow it to resolve. Cool. Let's just cycle that out. We really don't have use for it. And drop a free Frogmite. So that mana just goes to waste. That's fine. Alright, swinging with the crew. So we're swinging for 6 damage. Bringing him down to 11. No blocks. There's no less than a 2-turn clock at this point, but I'm willing to bet he has a way to... He has a way to get Tron on board. Okay, well, he's hard casting a Mold Drifter. No one's gonna complain about a 2/2 flyer. And we are gonna play a Bone Splitter. Equip the Bone Splitter onto a Germ. That way, if he wants to block the most damage, he's gonna have to lose his Mold Drifter to take out a 1/1 Germ. Or, actually, you could destroy the actual 1/1 Germ, in which case we'll get through most of our damage. Okay, trades off with the Mold Drifter. Opponent goes down to 10. Pulse of Marasa really did help him out there. But if he doesn't have anything that sticks to the board soon. Mnemonic Wall. He's targeting Pulsa Marasa. Probably gonna play Pulsa Marasa. Oh, can he? Yeah, he can. Plenty of mana available. There's an instant. I'll drop a free Frogmite. He equipped up our Germ, so he's now a 2/2. Can I just pay them? Oh, I didn't realize it cost 2. And our Germ again. We're going for attack with all. He'll probably pull some Rasa once more. Yep. Targeting Mole Drifter. If he doesn't declare, if he doesn't block, he's taking 10. Although he might end up blinking the Mnemonic Wall to grab it, the Pulse from Rasa back. I can see that. Okay. Trades off with the Germ. Or actually just blocks the Germ. So he takes 6. Let's see. Plays the Mole Drifter? No. Oh, no, no. Dinrova Horror. Blech. So he's gonna get rid of my Bone Splitter? Okay. Not great, but not terrible. If I get a Journey to Nowhere, I represent lethal. Tooth of Chiscora. Okay. We're just gonna swing in with the crew. Boop. That's fine. Let's see who he blocks. No matter what, we cannot survive, or we cannot destroy Dinrova right now. But we're not gonna die from it on the swing back. Famous last words, most likely. Oh, what's he playing? Prohibit kicked. Damn. That would have been nice to get, but still, we take him down to 2. If he doesn't have a way to bring Pulse Marasa back or disrupt our board of 2/2s, next turn is lethal. Nope. He's gonna play a Crusher probably. Very nice art. Another Dinrova. Okay. It's actually more annoying. Alright. Makes us return a Frogmite and discard a Frogmite. So, still, he can't block 3 creatures. And here we go. Let's see what this is now. Mole Drifter. So now he can block 3 creatures. I need some kind of removal at this point. He's got 1 blue or green mana available. And let's see, what is this? Oh, that's not good. That is not good. So if we swing in, our board is completely disrupted. It's not really worth it. However, next turn, if he starts to blink his Dendrovas, I might as well just scoop at that point, I guess. He was able to stabilize really, really well. Cast the Forbidden Alchemy. And another Forbidden Alchemy. Actually flashes it back, I think. He flashed back the first one and cast this one. So at this point, I mean, even he's too worried to attack. And if he attacks, I'm not going to block, of course, and then I'll get him on the swing back. Cycles Remote Isle. And with 1 mana left, what's he going to do? Okay, with 3 mana left, what's he going to do? Expedition map. Cracks it. He already plays land for the turn. I just need... If I could just do 2 damage to Mole Drifter, or if I could do... or if I could find Journey to Nowhere and get rid of one of the Dendrovas, it'd be perfect. So he finds a Thornwood Falls, bringing him... Hopefully trying to... no, not good. But we can... Actually, this isn't terrible, because hopefully we can crack the clue. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's a Flare Husk. Ah. Plenty of... So we've got plenty of bodies now, that means, at least. I mean, if he can't play something, it's game, but... With 6 cards in hand, I'm willing to bet he has something. Not to mention, he's got the Thornwood Falls, bump him up. Mole Drifter, drawing 2 more cards. Seagate Oracle, allowing him to look through 2 cards. Mnemonic Wall, allowing him to return an instant or sorcery from the graveyard to his hand. He gets Pulse Marasa back. I'm not gonna block it. And it's a Court of Homunculus. Get another 2/2. We're gonna let him just play. Pulse Marasa. Ghostly Flicker. 10 robot horrors. And we're going to just concede right now. No point in playing that one. Let's see. What can we do? Bonds of Faith. Apostle's Blessing. Righteous Blow. We're going to get rid of those, actually. Let's stick with the Bonds of Faith. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. No. Really not many enchantments that they're playing. We don't want to bring in the Nihils, that's for sure. And we'll go down 1 Chromatic Star and... No, actually, we're going to go down Plains, I think. We're not having problems with drawing lands, really. We're having problems... I mean, once we hit 3 lands, most times we're good at that point. But we're having more problems with getting answers. So, yeah, we're going to go play first. Remember that thing I just said about lands? Yeah. There we go. Alright, we'll keep this. This isn't too terrible. And we're going to keep the Nihil Spellbomb, that's for sure. Plains, Court Homunculus. And the reason being is that next turn we can play Thraben Inspector and swing in with a 2/2 instead. Drops a Urza's Tower. We're gonna drop Thraben Inspector and Nihil Spellbomb. It's just a nice little warning there. Swing in. I mean, realistically, we could have held back. That's gonna be what they're gonna target if they're gonna get rid of our try to get rid of our artifacts right now. But it's not a terrible thing to show off right now. Alright, Chromatic Star. We're gonna cycle out Chromatic Star. Which one's worse for play Bone Splitter? We have something to do with the mana, at least. Yeah, we'll play the Flare Husk more than the Bone Splitter. That's a body on board. That's useful. And I swing in for 3. And pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. Well, that's an immediate concede. No. So we're gonna play No, actually, we're gonna play Bone Splitter first. The reason being, if they don't block the Bone Splitter, I can equip it to something. If they do block the Bone Splitter, I can play the Ardent Recruiter. Cool. Then we'll do Thraben Inspector. And swing in for 6. Oop. Let's see, what are you playing? Ancient Grudge. See, knew it was coming. Actually fun. I'd rather he get rid of that than the Nihil. Huh. Deal 4. It's not terrible. Still have 4 artifacts on the board, so our Auroch, Sunchaser, and Ardent Recruiter don't get Metalcraft. I'll just let him take it. At that point, no. And we can't pay black, so that's fine. I'd rather have the flyer, I think. Next turn. If we can get a land, that'd be awesome, but as it stands, a 3/3 flyer, not one to pass up. And here we go. With the counters. Condescend. Ouch. Should have gone with the Ardent. Now he gets the Scry. And we'll swing in for 4. And pass the turn. We have no counterplay, so we're just going to 6 here. Sure. I really don't play any recursion, so no worries there. You left up a lot of mana. Oh boy. We're gonna play Frogmite. See who he's got. Alright, cool. He's got nothing. Or at least he didn't play anything there. Might still have something, but we'll find that out later. And swinging with the 4. Take our opponent down to 3. Forbidden Alchemy. I doubt he's going to find anything to flash in for 1 colorless. I mean, he passed on the Thornwood Falls, which makes me think he's probably got Pulse from Marasa, because that's the only way he could cast it is if he's got a land in the graveyard. Which, Pulse would bump him up to 9, and we could still take him out next turn. And here's Denrova Horror. Oh, no, an invoked Muldrifter. Nice. Well, for me. He gets to draw 2, and the Muldrifter goes bye-bye. And he has just enough to play Pulse Marasa, I believe. So play Auroch, Sunchaser. He's got something. I mean, you don't just tap a random island. He's got something, that's for sure. Some kind of fog. Tangle. Damn. I played into that like a fool. So, yeah. I still have lethal next turn thanks to Aurochs Sunchaser, but if he has any creatures that have flying, he hardcast a Muldrift or anything like that, I have no options. He plays a Thornwood Falls, gains a life. I'd have to. Oh, I could equip the Flare Husk, I guess, to him. Prophetic Prism. Gets to draw a card off that. Placing on Urza is mine. Does not have Urza out. Does not have Tron on board yet. But is playing another Prophetic Prism. Okay. Gets to draw another card. Has 3 mana available. Can transfer any of that into colors as need be. Thoribin Inspector will drop that. Boosh. Crack Clue. Of course we get that now. Oh, he's swinging with a 3/3. And if there's no blockers, that's a game. There's something, that's for sure. I figured. Pulse of Marasa. Yay. Okay. Wish I had that nice spell bomb still. So he is down to 6. Needs to play something this turn or it's lights out. Up to 7. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He could actually play another Pulse of Marasa and we would still be okay. If that's all he plays. See? Oh, man. I do not like the idea of having that much mana open and nothing to play. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna cast this on Aurochs Sunchaser. Oh, this is gonna bite us in the ass. I already know. But it's an aggro deck. It's not designed to be mid-rangey. We're going to swing in with this crew. And keep back the Frogmite and the Germs. I mean, I'm sure this is overkill. He'll probably play another Tangle or something. But I mean, at least that way, yep, there's a moment's peace. Okay, so he got some kind of control over it. Clears blockers. Main phase. And past the... Nope, never mind. Looks like mystical teachings. Okay. Let's see what he's got. Anything? Hello, Corporal Newkirk. That's some cool art. Oh. Okay. Look, this was a great time for my internet to drop out, but all right. We'll just wrap this up here anyway. It wasn't looking very promising, to be honest. At that point, he had so many fogs in hand that he could keep me back for quite a bit of time as he tries to reestablish his board. But that was Mono White Metalcraft, Mono White Affinity Artifacts, whatever you want to call it. Mono White Brown, that's fine. You're old school, but it's a fun deck to play against more control decks. Against aggro like Burn, it folds pretty quickly, but against control, if you can get once you get it online, it's nice. And there's very few answers your opponent have aside from like some of the common board wipes. But if you have any suggestions for decks you'd like to see me playing, feel free to leave them below. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below. And please like, comment, and subscribe. I know it sounds cheesy, but it is how I get to keep track of what people want to watch. So if you guys like these Magic videos, you show me that these are the videos that you subscribe through, that you're liking, that's getting all the views, I'll start making more Magic videos. I'd be happy to. I don't mind playing at all. But hope you all have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.